Pitfall. John, we know that our champion, Sonny Lewis, has a collection of nude postage stamps and tends to be forgetful at times. What can you tell us about the new challenger?
Well, let's welcome that challenger right now. This fellow loves the action sports. He likes cliff diving, scuba diving, and pitfall diving. He's Paul Grannell.
Hello, Paul. Hope you don't take a dive on our show. Good luck to you. Sonny, ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, audience. Try and remember if you've seen this before and tell me what would most likely make a man turn around on the street. A woman in jogging shorts, a woman with a plunging neckline, with a slit skirt, or with tight jeans. What's going to turn a man's head? Think about it for a moment, make your selection, and Paul, you get to go first. You won the toss.
Well, I know what would make me turn around. I'd say the tight jeans.
Tight jeans will do it. We see so many of them on television these days. Sonny?
I think most people would say a plunging neckline.
Yeah? I don't know where to go on this one because a slit skirt is still unusual enough that it catches your attention very quickly. Audience, what did you go for? Tight jeans. We're being conditioned by the media. Obviously, Paul gets his first pit pass and the lead in the game. People can be very generous, but they are most generous in which areas? In sex, love, finances, or in terms of caring? Most generous people. Sonny?
I think people are generous when they're in love.
In matters of love. Paul?
I would say if you care enough for someone, you could be very generous with them. I'll say number 4.
That makes sense to me. So we've got 1 vote for number 2, 1 vote for number 4, and you two have forgotten my cardinal rule. When in doubt, go to sex and then go to money. You've left that out, obviously, because you were not in doubt. Audience, what did you select? Caring, and that gives Paul another correct answer, and 2 points. The lead in the game. Boy, you haven't had a date in 6 or 7 months. Bad news. What would you do? Would you cry about it? Would you drink too much? Would you just shrug? Or would you start looking around for somebody else? Or someone, period? Haven't had a date in 6 or 7 months. Paul, has this ever happened to you?
Yeah, and I looked all over the place, so I'll go with number 4 again.
Okay. Sonny?
I think most people would say, this looks like a pretty rowdy crowd. They would drink.
Oh,
too
take
much.
the booze. See, that's my attitude. Whatever. You don't need too many excuses, but whatever happens, drink. Audience, look around. They're taking the practical approach, obviously. 3 points. Paul's on his way to a clean sweep here. We'll find out if it continues as we go to this one. And this is a question that is directed mostly at the girls, but the guys can vote on it and give us their points of view. What is the best opening line you've ever heard? Hey, you're beautiful. I'm very wealthy. Wow. I'm sincere. Give me a reading on that right now. Sonny?
I think most people would go for...
The best opening line.
The best opening line would be, you're beautiful.
Given the right phrasing, of course. Hey, you're beautiful. Paul?
Well, I like people that think I'm very wealthy, even though I'm not. So I'd want them to think I was wealthy.
Wealthy. You know, you could put them all together. Wow, you're beautiful. I'm very wealthy. I'm sincere. Audience, you selected you're beautiful. A point for Sonny. She has an opportunity now to come back and tie this match up if she scores another 2. The main reason you'd want your daughter to go to college is what? For her education, so she could meet a man, so she could learn about life, or have a good time. Main reason you'd want your daughter to go to college. Paul, you're too young to have a daughter. You're not too young to have a daughter, but you're too young to be married and have a family. That's what I'm saying.
I'd say I'd want her to get her education since I'm footing the bill.
That makes sense. Sonny?
Well, that's what I would have chosen, but I have to take something else, so I'll say number 3, to learn about life.
Learn about life. You do that in college, huh? You think. Here we go, audience. What did you say? Her education. Paul gets 4 points. I won't say anything about my personal experience with regard to this next subject, but let's hear your views. While making love, your partner utters someone else's name. What you going to do about that one? Are you going to do the same? Are you going to stop right then and there? Will you ignore it, or will you start a fight over it? Sonny?
I think that would stop most people right then and there.
Paul?
She's got a fight on her hands.
Oh. Okay. Paul, if you pick up the point on this one, you automatically win the game because you will have reached 5 points and 3 pit passes. Audience, you say that would stop it, and that means that Sonny gets the point. Stop right then and there and have a discussion. Oh, we're out of time. We can't have a discussion. Sonny, you wound up with $400 in your session with the Pitfall Round a while ago. Congratulations to you. Paul, congratulations right now because you're the new champion, and you and I are going to hold on to this podium because we're backing away long enough to present these commercial messages for the folks at home.
Pitfall guest accommodation is provided by the Inn at Denman Place in Vancouver. In a class by itself, quiet elegance, careful service, and the experience of a unique hotel, the Inn at Denman Place near English Bay and Stanley Park.
Paul Grannell, our champion, who almost picked up 3 pit passes in that game. Very impressive, Paul. You were reading the audience beautifully. Now we want to find out how observant you are when it comes to your own private light show. The folks at home will be watching also to see if you're right. So let's dim the lights, turn around, take a look. Remember, they'll light up twice. I think I spotted 2 of them, but I'm not sure about the third.
I got 2 of them.
Which 2?
6 and 8.
Oh, those were the 2 I got. I don't know what the third one is, but if you manage to make it across the bridge in safety, take a look over here. This is what you win.
For your home, you'll receive a quality dining room suite with table, 4 chairs, china hutch and sideboard in beautifully crafted oak. And for your floors, 30 yards of luxurious deep pile carpeting. For your kitchen, a large capacity 3-door refrigerator freezer, making the value of your prize $5,015.
I just got the shock of my life. Now, you tell me, folks, you've been looking at this champion. I thought, and I mentioned a while ago, he's much too young to be married and have a family. And he tells me he's 25 and he is married. Gosh. Well, compared to me, you're very, very young looking. You ready to go? 100 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
We're off. How many wheels on a rickshaw?
3.
2. If you were a confectioner, what would you be selling?
Candy.
Candy, that's right. You can move on to number 1, and you're safe there with $100. Was the telephone invented by Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell?
Alexander Graham Bell.
That is correct. You go to number 2, and you are safe. True or false, Bushido is the traditional code of the samurai.
True.
That's right. You go to number 3. Oh, that's the pitfall we were wondering about. But you've got plenty of time, so I would say you're in very, very good shape, Paul. Listen to this. The film All Quiet on the Western Front is set in which war?
The First World War.
That's right. Stop the clock. He's got a little over a minute and 2 pit passes, and he and I were positive almost that 6 and 8 were pitfalls. So it looks like you're in great shape to make it all the way to the end.
No
clock
problem.
No problem?
No.
Okay, you feel confident then. On what television show was Gilda Radner a regular?
Saturday Night Live.
That is correct. You go to number 4. One of the famous Wright brothers was Orville. Who was the other?
Wilbur.
Wilbur is correct. You go to number 5. What did George Washington throw across the Potomac River?
Pass.
A silver dollar. In the metric system, you would buy your wine in what measurement?
Liters.
Liters is right. You go to number 6. You give me the pit pass for that one, so you wind up on number 7. What did television's Marcus Welby do for a living?
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor. You give me the pit pass for number 8. Get over here. We've got plenty of time. 29 seconds left, and you just wound up winning $5,015. By the way, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're going to come back on our next show, face a challenger. Who knows? You might be up here again. Let's wave goodbye to all the folks, and thank you for tuning us in today on Pitfall.
Wednesday, Jason is escorted to jail, charged with wife-beating and attempted murder. Meanwhile, a ranger discovers the wreckage of Monica's plane crash in a special season premiere of The Colbys. Then Blake and Alexis are consumed by their rage and hatred, while La Mirage is a blazing inferno. On the season premiere of Dynasty, Global's got explosive drama Wednesday starting at 9.